It is early on a Tuesday morning here. I got into the warehouse early and we're working on some things around here, but I wanted to just drop in and do a little project. We are going to work on that. Stephanie's birthday is coming up, and you saw in my last video that I did make a card for her, so that's ready to go, and I will give that to her on her birthday, her special birthday. We won't say the number, but a special birthday coming up, and we're looking forward to celebrating that. So we're going to have a small gathering, and we will have some family over, and I want to make it to be kind of special and kind of fun. I've been looking around the office here for some dies, something to do different, and I have found the Treat Box die set. This will be just great. We're going to probably make some little party favor things out of it. Stephanie really loves white M&Ms, or around fall, Halloween, they come out with the candy corn M&Ms. And my plan is to fill these treat boxes with those and make them real cute and fun. I started working on the project already yesterday to start testing and see what I could do. And I did create this little one. This was just my test. And I didn't glue everything down as well as I wanted to, but I wanted to see how to cut the box and to see how it would fold. And I've done a few different cutouts, testing with some of the hearts. All just for fun, just so I could kind of get used to it, see what I was doing. And at first it was a little bit challenging for me to figure out how the folds were going, so I went and I looked at some of the examples that were here at the office from our design team, and I could figure out how they folded it and where I'll need to glue. So having the sample helped me a lot, and Stephanie does have a video for this where she uses the treat box. And it is really super easy. You'll see that I have taken one of the design team ideas and I added a little extra. I tied it up in a little bag. So probably, since the way things are right now, we'll probably seal them all up and close them all up and put them around the tables or around the eating area or just wherever everybody's hanging out. And everyone can have one of those to take home if they like. So I'll decorate it, make it look kind of pretty and nice and safe. So that was a fun sample, and then let me show you some of these other ones from the design team. Just basically cutting out, this is just using pattern paper from the Stamps of Life. Very easy, nothing extra on that one, just using the paper. And then on this one we have a little bit of the dies and some words and pattern paper and a solid background. Fill it with whatever treats you like. And I like this one. The one I'm going to make right now is going to be a little bit similar to this one. It has some hearts and just some different colors. Very nice. And this one kind of was meant for, I think, for like a baby shower type or maybe Easterish. Cute colors. Now I have the Treat Box die set. I'm going to cut one of those, and for today's, the one I'm going to make, I'm also going to use the heart dies. This is the heart locket dies. I'm also thinking ahead a little bit. I won't use these today, but you might see them on the upcoming project. I like some of the bees. We might do something with the bees. It's definitely seashells. Stephanie loves the beach. So I think one of these treat boxes will be kind of beach themed, or it might be a totally different theme. I haven't exactly settled on that. So that's where you're going to help me out. Today I'm going to make just one project, one idea using the treat box, but in the end I'm going to make another 3 or 4 boxes. And what I'm going to do is, at the end of this video, I'm going to place a picture of each one of the treat boxes that I create, and I'll put a little title under it, what it's called. And what I need your help is, I need you to kind of vote and decide which one we want to make for the party. So there will be 3, 4 samples to pick from, and you're going to go on to wherever you see the video on Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube, and you're going to say, I like this one, and you can vote for the one you want. And then if you even want to give me a little extra idea, maybe something, oh, you could add this to it, or maybe you could do this, I will definitely be looking at all the suggestions. So when I make the final, when I pick the one I'm going to do, I'll look for your input. I'll check out the votes and see which one received the most votes, and if there is any extra good ideas, I'm going to maybe add that, incorporate it into the project I make. And then at the end, whatever I create, I'll make sure I get some pictures for that and post it. And that'll be a lot of fun. So you're going to want to watch for that, okay? Everything went pretty good on this one. Show you I did a cutout with the blue cardstock, and I was doing some panels in the red. Hearts, everything was cutting out. Smooth sailing so far. I'm trying to think if I really hit any headaches, if I really stumbled or came across any real roadblocks, but on this project, nothing yet. So everything is going really good. And again, I think it's just how easy the design of the treat box is to work with. So it will make it really, really easy for you or for anybody who wants to use a die set like this. I've picked out some different colors. These most likely will be incorporated into the samples that I make that you get to vote on. So you'll probably see some of these colors. We have lots of great cardstock at the Stamps of Life. So this is, now I got to test my own memory here. This one here is Sea Glass. That would be Storm. I think that's Storm or Cloud. I'll have to compare to know for sure. This one is Cranberry, Guava, Lemonade, Candy, and then, whoops, I think maybe this one's Sea Glass, that one's Ocean. So I got them almost all right. That was, again, we're going to be doing M&Ms, but just for fun, I have my Starburst candy all individually wrapped. And we're going to jump right in to the project. Again, we'll be using, so let me show you the things we'll be using. Today will be the treat box. And I have picked out a bunch of different paper pads that we have around here, some extra pieces here and there. For today, I will use the Sweetheart collection. Some of these other ones, this is the Dolphin Sending Smiles. We have the Special Friend. Oops, I better turn those around. Special Friend, Sending Smiles, Hip Hip. We have the Surprise paper pad, a few different ones. You might see some of these used in the extra projects that I make, the ones you get to vote on, okay? And since I know I'm going to cut out a couple of the little heart dies that I have misplaced, these ones, the heart locket, I'm gonna wanna make those pop up. Ahead of time, I'm just going to cut a couple little squares and get them ready. And we have the foam, the adhesive foam right here to use, and I always like to use some of this. So I'm going to cut a couple little pieces and have those ready to go. For the base, I'm going to use the white cardstock, and I'm going to move my mat out of the way. I don't think I'll be doing any stamping today, but on the projects that I end up creating for voting, there probably will be some stamping and ink on those. Trying to see what else is going on. No shows. Everything has been getting canceled, and no big gatherings, so we're still on hold for that. What else has happened lately? Our grandsons came over last Friday, and Liam and Miller, we just love them so much. Great kids. We have a lot of fun when they come over, and they have the greatest smiles, and it's fun to hug them and love them, and just it's terrific being a grandparent. Well, they came over, and usually they're just awesome, but something was wrong. Liam was not happy, and he was screaming like crazy, and I tried my best to get him to be happy and to calm him down, but I just couldn't. So back to Mommy went. So that's one of the fun things about a grandparent. You just can do your best and then say, hey Mom, you got to come help us. So in the end, it turned out a good day, and everybody was happy. We have fun, so we enjoy seeing the boys, and they are a real blessing to us. Grateful for them. We've had that. What else is new? That's pretty much about it. We just been working around the warehouse. We do a lot of we have our YouTube Live and Facebook Live, and so we're trying our best to stay in touch with all of you, and we see a lot of you are watching, so we're grateful for that. So let's get this started. I'm going to go ahead and cut the base here. This is just using our white cardstock, powdered sugar, and again, I'm starting to get in the habit of just running all my die cuts through twice, just to make sure I get that nice good cut that I want at the beginning. So there's my treat box. I can put this machine off to the side for right now, and we will use it some more, but I want to get this part started first. My table is a little bit messy, so I'm going to put a piece of scratch paper on here that I can work on top of just to protect. Since this is white, we don't really want it to get dirty. And it comes with the scored and cut. I'm just going to fold these a little bit extra to get the box kind of ahead of time going in the shape that I would like. So again, when I went to fold this the first time, it took me a little bit to figure out just exactly how it went, but it's so easy. I just kind of had things backwards. So we're going to fold that. Oh, let's see, before I do the fold, I want to, because I didn't do this yesterday, let's get a little adhesive on here to make sure it holds together really nice. So we're going to add a little adhesive to all the little sides here, and this will just help it to really adhere and keep a nice form or shape as we put that together. So we're going to get all the little sides there. All right, I think I've got all that covered, and I will see. It looks like there's a couple spots I did need adhesive that I did add some. There's one. Now I'll know next time that those spots didn't necessarily need adhesive. Again, learning as I work is something that's good. And it's not really a mistake, it's just my treat box will be a little stickier than it needed to be, but okay. So basically think of like a card. Here's the base of our treat box. Now we just have to make it a little prettier. So it's all cut real nice. I've got a little extra something there that came off, but I'm going to make panels for all four sides because just white by itself will not be too exciting. Now I could put a little die cut on there, but I want to do 4 panels. And to show you the panels, I will use some of this is the Sweetheart collection. I'm just going to pick a couple sheets off of here. We'll try this one and this one. So Love and Hearts. And this will be one of the ones you get to vote on, and we'll also see after I make the other ones, not on camera because we'll be here forever if you're watching me make 4 of these, but I know I can do 1 in a pretty reasonable amount of time. Okay, so I will get my machine all set up. I do need the dies from the dies that come with the treat box set. We're going to run those through, and we'll do 1 sheet at a time and get 2 cuts off of each of these because I have 2 dies. So if I run this through once, and then when I come back with my other cardstock the next time, I'll have 4 panels, and I only had to run it through the die machine twice. Okay, that looks good. I'm not too concerned about things moving around here because there's plenty of room on this cardstock, so I won't use the washi tape to hold it in place. Run that through once, and then back again. And there's a couple of my panels, so easy. That will cover half of it. Now let's do the other sheet. I'll add that in here. If I do the spacing just right, I'll be able to use this again, just in case this is the one that gets voted for. I will be able to reuse. It looks like this is getting a little sticky, maybe from some of the foam or adhesive sheets we've used in the past. So I'll have to ask about cleaning these, but I think this one might need a little bit of a cleaning, this cutting pad, because it is starting to get a little sticky. Okay, 1 more time through. Got it. Those should be really nice and cut perfect. And so here's my panels, my treat box base. Now it's just time to take these and adhere to that. Now again, my table's a little dirty. This is, I wouldn't say dirty, but messy. I want to keep this especially clean since it's white. I'll put that over to the side. And we want to get some adhesive on the back of all these, and we want to make sure they adhere really nice. So I'm going to put a couple nice strips of the adhesive on there. Again, this is really easy. And then we're going to decorate the panels on our treat box. Make sure I have those lined up. That's that one. And what's nice is this covers up all the little extra spots where you join the box together folded. Whoops, that one's a little bit off more than I want it to be. Let's try that again. That's a little better. And one more side here. Make sure I have those the way I like. Great. Now, say if you just had to get a whole bunch of these done, you're in a rush, or you just need to make a ton of them, just that by itself. If I get all those corners down, it looks really nice. Very simple, nice, easy, just die cuts. I might want to put a little more adhesive on this corner because it's popping up on me just a tad. Got that. Same thing on this one. So it looks like it's important to kind of make sure you get enough of the adhesive tape on these. That one looks like it has some on there, but okay. Basically, I have my treat box. Now it's just decorating time. Besides the panels, I can do some hearts with our heart locket. So I'm going to run a couple of those through. And again, this is just my first time working with this. That one will be a little bit too large. We're going to use this size one here. Oops, let's bring that closer. It'll make it a lot easier if I'm working here right in front of me. We're going to do a few different hearts here on the first run, just because we can. Why not? More dies we can put on there, run through, the less times we'll have to do it. So it will save a little time in the end too. Run it through twice. I'm going to do these red hearts, and then I'm going to also do some with white, just because they kind of contrast, and I don't know how that will turn out. But when you're creating, you get to have a chance just to have a little bit of fun and see what the different colors will do. All right, let's take a look at those dies that we just cut out. And I'll show you from up above. You should be able to see I have my red hearts, and now I'm going to do some white ones. Very, very easy. And my white cardstock I have from the base. And I'm going to use that little space there that I have. It's nice when you have scrap papers around to use them for little tiny dies like this. We're going to go ahead once and twice. Get those all out of there. There's my dies. I will put them over here where I can find them, because I'll probably be using those a lot. And we have our machine. Now this is where I have to be careful, because again, this surface is when you have the white, it can really cause the white to get dirty. So I'm going to be careful with these white pieces. All right, I have all my pieces cut out here that I want to use, and I can kind of mix and match, see what I want to do, and maybe I will layer one like that, or let's see, we can do that combination. That'll give me all four sides covered. And since we want to have a little bit of dimension on the back of these larger ones, I'm going to put a little, one of my foam squares that I cut real tiny. Adhere that to that. It's sticky on both sides, so I won't have to add any adhesive. Okay, and you can still see my little panels. A couple of them want to pop off, so I'm noticing that this will be something I'm going to want to make sure I really have a good amount of tape on to hold these in place. Doesn't look bad, but if you really want it to look sharp, you want those to stay down really good. Okay, so we will pick out a couple combinations here. Let's go ahead and add this one to this side here. And we'll do the red on the opposite side. And then let's get our little hearts here. And we're going to want to not get that onto our mat. We'll use this again as our scratch paper. And this will just take a little bit of adhesive. If I would have used the adhesive sheets on this, it would have made it easier for me. But I still think I can do this. It doesn't look too difficult. Just have to work with a little bit smaller items. That has a little something extra on it, so I'm going to hide that now. We'll go there. I'm going to pop that on top. That looks really nice. And then that one will go on this side. And we've got one more to do. So you can see just how fun and easy this is. This will be a much shorter video than some of my other ones. So you'll be able to watch this a little quicker. And then again, I need your vote. So you're going to want to vote. When I get the other ones put together, they're going to show up at the end of the video. You're going to comment and say the one you like. And I will read those comments and I'll watch for any extra tips. And then when I go to create the other ones, or when I go to create the winner, we'll pick a winner from those votes and also look for some extra great ideas. Okay, so from up above you should be able to see this really well. We've got our different size hearts, just using pattern paper for the backgrounds of our sides. You can still see that one is causing us some problems, so why not fix it now? Just to show that we can. It's funny how every project seems to have something little that you have to pay extra attention to. Okay, so back to that. We have our layered hearts, a nice solid white heart, again some layered ones, and our red. Contrast that against the panels. The pop-up dots add a little bit of extra interest. This will be one to vote on. So I have my Starburst candies in there. Again, we'll probably be doing M&M's, white chocolate, and that looks very nice, I think. And I will be wrapping them up, and maybe with some bow and some cellophane, and they'll look real pretty when we get on the table. Okay, so that is it. Again, much shorter. I'm glad you're watching. I hope you're having fun crafting, and I hope you are feeling really blessed, and you're remembering that God loves you. I have to remind myself that every day, because our days have their ups and downs. We all have so much to be grateful for and to be thankful for. I just have to remember that more and more myself. Okay, so I'm thankful that you watched, and I hope you saw how easy this is to create with. Again, stay tuned, watch to the end of this video, because coming up right here I'm going to show you the ideas you'll get to pick from. And select the one you like. I'll watch for those votes, and the one that that gets the most interest, that will be the one I'm going to create for Stephanie's upcoming party. Okay, so if you're a Stamp Club or a Die Hard Club member or a Card Kit Club member, thank you so much for being in the club. If you're just a customer of the Stamps of Life and you do some shopping with us, we want to say thanks to all of you. And for those of you who have never watched a Stamps of Life video or been to our website, we're grateful to have you here watching, and I hope you are enjoying and learning some of this fun stuff. There's a whole bunch more videos on our website, tons from Stephanie, a couple from me. Okay, that's it. I'm going to wrap up this video. I got to get back to the warehouse and get some things done. I'm going to make at least 3 more of these different styles using some of the other papers and dies that I showed you, stamps maybe. I'm sure I'm going to incorporate some different things, but there will be some fun choices here at the end of the video.